Commissioner's notes, commissioner's notes, commissioner's notes, commissioner's notes, commissioner's notes, commissioner's notes.
The Commissioner's Notes Podcast.
Well. I'm Caleb Klug.
I'm Marcus Reardon.
I'm James Radzik.
Jimmy's in the house, everybody. Jimmy, welcome. Welcome
Clap
in.
it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Jimmy, obviously, he's been the focal point of a lot of our episodes. He had a catastrophic draft. He's been trading his ass off brick by brick, trying to get back. And more importantly, this week, Jimmy, it's got something more important than fantasy football itself. He is getting married on Friday. Jimmy,
All right.
how are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling bricked up. Brick by brick, if you know what I mean.
Brick by brick.
I'm ready to lose my virginity.
Yeah.
Love to hear that,
Exciting
Jimmy.
day in any man's life. I'm excited
100%.
for you. You got to let me know how that is.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know.
Hell yeah. Let's get back to fantasy football. It was an interesting week. We had a lot of unsuspecting champions. Marcus Reardon putting up a just shit ton of points. Tell me about it, Marcus. You won. You really gave it to Kyle Alexander.
Yeah, it was my best performance in like 3 years. It was a fluke, so no one get too excited. I heard a couple people start talking about, oh, Marcus' team looks good. It doesn't. Look again.
You never apologize for a win.
Look closer. I'm still having to start either Mason Rudolph or Will Levis. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Tom's gonna kick my ass this week. It is what it is. But it was nice to get a dub. You know, 3 and 5. A lot of 3 and 5 teams in the league. I think 6 of the 14 teams are 3 and 5. A couple 4 and 4. It is somehow still anyone's ball game out here, and excited to be in the mix. But don't get it twisted. It was absolutely a fluke. Shout out to Devon A-Chan. I would do anything for him. I would kill for him. I would die for him.
Great victory over Kyle. Kyle is just week by week just proving us right that he is in fact a fraud.
Fraudulent. His team is much worse than mine, but no, my team's not very good still.
All right, well, let's just go through the week. I took down Peen 116 to 98.6. Marcus can talk to this a little bit. I wasn't happy all Sunday. My team was really frustrating to watch. I lost a lot of touchdowns to either penalties or just stupid fucking rules. George Pickens looking at you. Frustrating Sunday, but I got it done, so I shouldn't complain.
Klug's pretty even keeled on Sundays no matter what. He was pretty distraught. He was like in my position. He was getting all upset, throwing his hat around and shit. But like I said, if you can survive your worst week, you're unstoppable.
Tough Sunday for me, but I got it done. Tougher Sunday for Peen. I beat him 116 to 98.6. And then we had another, just devastating loss for DJ. Put up just crazy amount of points, 155.73. And if I asked you, gentlemen, if I said that somebody in the league scored 171.32 points, who would you think?
Probably Sam, Cam,
You got to
Clint.
think Sam. You got to think Clint. When you look at the roster, it's not a shocker. Rami's got talent all through
Rami
that roster.
Arbid, 1-6 going into this, gives the absolute beatdown to DJ, takes him down.
Yeah, like I think Jimmy said it earlier, we're in some sort of a Freaky Friday realm, just in general, but especially this week. Rami, the first shall be last, as the Bible says, or the last shall be first. And you know what? Rami is had a great week. I was really proud of him. Happy for him and the boys.
Absolutely. Love your Rami. We got a name change, boys. Name change on the pod. Stroud Boys, home for running back ones is no more. He is now Kyrenry.
Bullshit. Boo.
yeah, we don't like that.
Down.
We don't like that name, Sam.
Horrible.
Especially
horrible.
around election time, you're going to switch off the Stroud boys.
Yeah.
Kyrenry giving a beat down to old Trey McBrandon. Nothing new there. Brandon's team is bad. We all know it. But Kyrenry, let's get back to the more important thing. Terrible team name change, Sam. I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, bad stuff. Jimmy, any thoughts?
It's difficult to say. It's not really punny. It's 0 out of 10 for me.
Did he change his logo too? What is that?
He did. He's got like
It's got just
the
a guy.
what's that guy that's in that imagination world?
Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah, I think
Wreck-It
that looks
Ralph.
like Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Okay,
Boo.
Sam.
For a guy that's so active on the Photoshop, you got to do better than that. Get
Yeah,
out
we need better than that, Sam.
Yeah,
Come
we
on.
expect
you're
better
better
out of
than
you.
that, pal.
Yeah, and let's move on to yet another devastating loss for Bryce Smith. Puts up 142 points of valiant effort, but he went up against Clint. Clint does not lose in fantasy football this year, 155 to 142.
8-0. That's crazy.
8 and fucking oh. You hate to see it.
Absolutely
You just absolutely
hate
hate
to
to see it.
Crazy.
But he continues to just cook. James Cook going crazy week after week. Baker Mayfield, solid as they come. Joe Mixon, probably the steal of the draft. I thought he was
Stud.
dead in the water.
Looking like a monster.
Stud.
I thought he was dead in the
Monster.
water. Guess what? He's not. Cooper Kupp, back to life. His Jaden Reed even had 2 catches, but he still scored 7 points. I mean, no matter what he does. Now, he did lose Stephon Diggs this week,
Yes,
Which
Stephon
is-
Diggs is out forever.
which is great for my Tank Dell stock. I will
It is
tell
looking
you that
good.
much. I'm really excited for this upcoming week in Tank Dell.
First
Love
little
that.
bit of adversity for the Mike McClunky Evans team.
He does have
Uh,
Lad McConkey just sitting in the
that's
mist,
true.
going off for 27.6 points. That's got to feel good that he can just
Next man
plug that
up.
hole with that little great wide receiver, Lad McConkey.
I would say it's Lad McConkey season.
Might be.
Absolutely.
We'll see.
We'll see. He's got a tough matchup this week. We'll get
Lad
back
McConkey,
to that later.
handsome guy,
He's a good looking dude.
super good looking guy.
I've seen hotter.
Yeah, but I
True.
mean, he had me bricked
He's
up.
easy
I'll
on
tell you
the
that
eyes,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, he is easy on the eyes.
Ooh, not going to be bricked up as Jimmy talking about his week 115 to 135 against Tommy Labornza. You were stabbed in the back by Rico Dowdle. Tell us about it, Jimmy.
Back-to-back weeks now. Last week, Debo played 3 snaps just to tap out immediately after that.
Pneumonia.
This week, we had Rico in one of the later games. He shows up to the game. He's ready to go until he changed his mind. He said, "Coach, I'm not feeling good." And so he tapped out, leaving a big 0 on the scoreboard for me, which hurt. So yeah, I'm not feeling too good about it. I let it be known in the chat. I was feeling down, but you know what? Brick by brick, we're going to stay with it.
And you still put up 115 despite Rico Dowdle
Tough to
putting up
do.
0.
Tough. to
Despite
do.
Jordan Mason
Mason
going
going
down
out.
with a lingering shoulder injury.
Despite Debo going down. My team's falling apart, but we're strong in spirit.
Just wait till Nico Collins comes back. I think you got like 1 or 2 more weeks.
and you got
until that
a
boy's back on the
nice little
field.
Puka Nakua sitting on your bench.
Yeah.
Nobody knew he was going to go off right when he got back, but
I did.
we should have expected
Oh,
it.
he's ready
He is
now.
a strong player.
Yeah, I definitely knew that was going to happen. Puka's fucking awesome.
All right, we're not even going to talk about Tom's team. Suck
He's
it, Tom.
he's going to kick my ass this week. I mean, literally look, if you really examine Tom's team, he is deep. He's got talent everywhere. Even if Jordan Love doesn't start and he's got to force Kyler to QB1 and play somebody else in his OP, he's going to be just fine because he's got DK Metcalf sitting on his bench. He's got Keon Coleman sitting on his bench. He's got Romeo Dobbs sitting on his bench. He's fine. No matter what happens, I do anticipate Tom beating me this week 100%.
We'll see about that. We're going to move on to, we mentioned it earlier, Marcus just giving the beat down to E. Kyler, 159 to 117.
Beautiful.
Beautiful indeed.
It was a lot of fun. I scored 8 touchdowns. You guys know that?
Did you send them all at the same time?
Yeah. Kyle sent me like one taunt like late in the day when I had already won, and then I just unloaded the clip on his ass.
A concession taunt.
Oh, it was
as it's
awesome.
known.
Yeah,
A
it's the
little bit
first
of a
time I've
white
been able to do
flag.
that. Really cool.
Then we're going to move Sam Good's team, just not so good. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he will not change his team name from Caleb's Crying. He gets the beat down from La Marvelous Trevor James Wallstrom, 137.36. Trevor just keeps on winning.
He can't keep getting away with this.
He can't.
He cannot.
Like I said, Kate Otten's only good because I dropped him, but damn, he's elite. Apparently, Kate. Do you guys know that?
Yeah,
Kate
Chris
Otten is
Godwin
elite.
breaking his leg and Mike Evans also being out has really flooded the target share to 1 Kate Otten. Beneficial for Trevor. And of course, Lamar Jackson, his trusty steed, looking like the clear-cut MVP this season.
Plus Jared Goff. I mean, Jared Goff is a fucking gangster and a half. So
3 TDs, 85 yards.
Yeah, is that
Very
it?
efficient.
85 yards, 3
Samurai-like
touchdowns.
performance.
I think they had less than 200 yards offense as a team, and they put up like 52 points.
Funnest team in football.
So
No
much
question.
fun.
They're
Or
a
none.
wagon. Absolute wagon.
So much fun to watch them. I love them.
That's week 7. Like we said, it was a weird week.
But it was a fun week. Hey, how about that Jaden Daniels fucking Hail Mary?
That was the best part of my
Where
Sunday.
were
I was
you?
feeling real bad. Where was I? I was jumping up and down in Marcus's living room, giving hugs, giving high fives,
Yeah.
scaring his dogs half to death.
Yeah, Klug said,
But-
hug me, brother.
Damn, it was good. It was awesome. And it also helped me get over the hump and beat Peen. So
Yeah, for sure.
thank you, Jaden. I love you so much.
I knew you were going to win. I knew your team had it in you, but damn, that was one of the coolest plays I've seen maybe ever. It's up there.
That was dope. Jaden's got the magic, man. I mean, I saw someone, not to rain on your parade, but I saw someone tweet the Commanders fans are in the Hail Murray part of the Cliff Kingsbury experience.
Yeah.
So you know what? Enjoy it while it lasts, because we're all Arizona people. We know how it goes with Cliff.
Yeah.
Maybe he's changed, but
Hey,
we'll see.
Cliff doesn't have the reins. I mean, he's the offensive coordinator over there in Washington. He is not the head coach. I think that's
True.
going to make a huge difference. Dan Quinn, love what you're doing over
Backwards
there.
that guy.
There was one quarterback we were talking about a little bit before the pod even tapped out because he was tired.
Coach, I'm tired.
I remember in the offseason, Klug was telling me, I'm keeping Anthony Richardson. And he said, I think about him a lot. And he was going to keep him over Breece Hall. Thank God you didn't do that. Klug, give us some thoughts on AR's benching as of today.
Yeah, thank God I didn't do that. I'll own this one. Yeah, I love Anthony Richardson. I bought into the hype probably more than anybody in our league, clearly. I had him last year. He excited me so much with those 4 games before he got injured. He looked accurate. He looked decently accurate enough last year. Has a fucking bazooka on his right arm, and he's fast as shit. He's big. You know, what's not to love? What's not to love is his accuracy. He's one of the least accurate quarterbacks we've ever seen in the NFL. I really did not didn't think he was going to be as bad as he is, but he is hurting his team. And you know,
You can't
they
tap out.
gotta throw you to the bench when you've got a lethal old quarterback like Joe Flacco waiting in the mist. But yeah, tapping out because he was too tired. I understand that he was I understand that he was probably winded, but on top of that, when Joe Flacco came in, he just handed the ball off, which, you know, you would hope that you could do even if you're a little bit tired.
100%. And he acts like he's the first Russian quarterback to ever exist. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I was running a whole lot. Well, guess what? A lot of quarterbacks run a whole lot. Patrick Mahomes wouldn't dare come out for anything. You could snap his fibula in half. He's going to fight to stay in the game. Give me a break. Anthony Richardson, that's unacceptable. I'm very disappointed in him, and I have no trust in him going forward, even not even next season.
Yeah,
Fuck
he
him.
is about as tough as a bag of tissues at the moment. Hope he figures it out. I hope he has a good time watching Joe Flacco, sees some good things, and comes back maybe later in the season or next year. Hope he turns his career around. But for now, it's Joe
won't.
Flacco season, baby. And of course, I have Joe Flacco. Feels good to have that precaution on my bench, and now he's my starting quarterback.
Absolutely. Now, we had a roast episode a few weeks ago with Sam Good. He took it easy on everyone. He gave us like a C effort. I'll give him a C effort as far as the roast. Jimmy approached me yesterday. He said that he had roast prepared for everybody in the league. Now, this is a prepared roast. This is not a setup. This is not a situation where I'm going to be defending everyone. I'm simply going to sit back, enjoy Jimmy's takes on everybody in the league. So this is roasting with Jimmy. Take it away.
Give it to us, Jimmy. Roast us.
Yeah, you know, I said, you guys heard I was feeling a little bit down this week. And, you know, as someone does, we've all seen the movie Mean Girls.
Mhm.
She was upset. She ran to her room. She opened up the burn book. She emptied the clip.
Yep.
I was a little bit upset this week, and I did the same thing. So let's dive right into it. My fantasy burn book. Let's start with the top. Marcus.
Yeah.
Commissioner, host of the podcast.
Yes.
Kim Kardashian of the league. Always in the news. No one knows why. I'll say this. No one is better at making a trade to make up for their terrible trade like Marcus and then do it again.
Yep. But you got to give me some credit. My team's in a pretty good place, no?
At the moment, yeah.
At the moment.
Give
You
it-
know,
give
like
it
I
a
say,
week
it's
or
hard.
so.
No one's better at making a trade to make up for their terrible trade and then doing it again.
Then landing on his feet.
Moving on. Tom Borns.
Give it to me.
Pure, raw bravado. Leader of his team. He's certain of what he knows, which is actually a lot less than what he thinks it is. I love you, Tom, but sometimes you get your brain and your balls cross-wired a little bit.
Love it.
Enjoy Marvin Harrison, enjoy the good week. But he does suck, and he is ugly.
I really hope he has a horrible
I've been thinking
week.
about him. Who he reminds me of? He's a private school Plaxico Burress.
Yes.
Sam Camp. To keep it biblical, Galatians chapter 6, verse 7 will tell you, do not be misled. You cannot mock the justice of God. You will always reap what you sow. Sam Camp, you were over the legal limit of quarterbacks. You're a habitual line stepper. You were causing all kinds of chaos in the offseason, picking up guys, claiming them as your keeper. You're having a good year. You've had amazing health. It would be a shame, a real shame to see karma bite you in the butt. I would hate to see that.
It would be a real shame. It would be a real
he
shame.
is-
No
he
one
is
would want to see
praying
that.
for a lot of healthy boys' downfall.
Next up, Clint. Clint, steadfast. Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. The meek shall inherit the earth. Clint, you've gotten your balls busted. You've gotten a lot of shit over the years for doing what your Clint thing is to do and not do anything. And it's finally worked out for you, pal. I'm wishing for the best for you. I don't have anything mean to say to you.
Good job, Clint. Good job, Clint.
Good job, Clint.
Good luck
Bryce.
against Sam this week.
Bryce is actually who the media tells you Clint is. He's the real Clint. He's a Clint of the Year candidate. He's not a traitor. He consistently has the most boring team in the league. It's like a missionary position team. Your team is Kirk Cousins. Jake Cousins, Kirk Cousins. You're Kirk Cousins. You're a great guy, though. I love you, Bryce.
Yeah, Kirk
Love
Cousins.
that.
Ryland. I mean, we all know Ryland. Ryland, you're forever chasing the dragon. You don't know when to walk away from the table. A tip for you, Proverbs chapter 23, verse 4. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. Ryland, you got a good team right now. Please don't go trying to do too much, pal. You got a good team. You got a good team. And I'm thinking about you, bud. I love you.
Do you remember when he traded me Travis Kelce, Tank Dell, and Alvin Kamara this week?
That was a trade.
That was a
If only I had given him this advice a week earlier.
Yeah, 1000%.
Moving on, Trevor, great guy. Love Trevor. Who doesn't love Trevor?
It's impossible not to.
No one's perfect. He's a great human being, great friend, but he never shows up to events. He is a master of the waivers. He's a terrible drafter. He has a great record. He does not have any good players. Trevor, like I said, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Kyle. People say he's a bad trade guy. People say he's addicted to old wash players. This is actually my absolute hottest take. I think Kyle's going to figure it out one day. I think he's the Clint of the future. Clint of the Year candidate.
Damn. Love that.
Moving to my right, Mr. Klug. Caleb Klug. My favorite DJ Khaled quote, to keep it biblical. He says, some people can't handle success. I can. Caleb, coming off some great success, reigning champ. Usually when someone, has some new success, new money, they fuck it up in two different ways. They either start believing their own bullshit or they go full scared money. You have somehow managed to do both. Can he handle success? We'll see. Brandon. Moving on to Brandon. You remember when Brandon, someone like crashed into his house or some shit?
Yep.
It was a huge issue. And then it just kept happening.
Mm-hmm.
These people just kept crashing into his house. It was like acts of God, just destroying his house multiple times. Yeah. Moving on. Sam Good. Sam's actually probably my favorite GM in the league. He's a little Belichickian to me. He doesn't care about it looking sexy. He's a little diabolical. He's not afraid to go after you. And he's smart. And sometimes he outsmarts himself. And a lot like Belichick, gets addicted and falls in love with these fringe-ass receivers no one else is looking at, and ends up backfiring on him. But yeah.
Hopefully he can figure it out. Love that guy.
Not performing well.
Nope.
One thing about Sam Good's team is this might be a really weird just me thing. You ever look at his roster when you're like shopping for trades, and it's like anytime I go to his team that's loaded with so many shitty receivers with ugly uniforms, it's like I have to check my phone brightness. I'm like, why is this? Gosh, it got dark in here. This is a just a me thing. DJ, a little bit of a sophomore slump. He's a winner. He's got baller DNA. It's been kind of interesting to watch him, how he moves, considering he was off to such a shitty start, chasing that vaunted Amari Cooper, Deshaun Watson stack. But you know what? He's going to be all right. I'm not worried about DJ. Any thoughts on DJ?
No, I think you're spot on. I mean, he started to win games. I thought he was going to be like 1-13 this year, but he's turned it around a little bit. Completely silent in the chat when he sucks, active in the chat when he's good. Wishing for the best, just like I wish for all my friends the best.
Great winner, bad loser.
What does Lucas say? Everybody tough when they up.
Yep.
Moving on to Rami. This was actually the hardest one. Rami, your day will come. Your day will come. You got a good team. One hot take: Bijan Robinson is just Andre Ellington.
Okay.
You can bank that.
So you're saying Bijan Robinson is not who the world thinks he is?
Andre Ellington, super talented. He's had some big flash games. We all saw it. We were excited as Cardinals fans. But then it's like, wow, how come he doesn't do that more often? That was sick. How come he's not getting the ball? What does a coach know that I don't know? I don't know. It's a mystery.
He was supposed to be
Why
a hero
doesn't Bijan
RB.
do more?
I don't know. Because that Bijan CD stack should be lethal on a week-to-week basis. It's been lethal, I think, one time.
It's coming around.
It's coming. His day will come, as Jimmy has said. His day
I
will
disagree
come.
with
Rami, your
Jimmy
day is
on
coming.
his Bijan take. I think Bijan's
That's a
great.
hot take. It's a hot take.
Bijan, Andre Ellington, that's hilarious. Continue.
Last, but most certainly not least, myself. Some self-scouting. Let me just give you some facts, some cold, hard facts. Year 1, I was good. Year 2, I won the whole fucking league. Year 3, I built the greatest team anyone's ever seen. Year 4, I fell flat on my face with the draft. In the words of Macho Man Randy Savage, I have soared with the Hawks and I have slithered with the Snakes. And where do I go from here? I don't know. But I'm the best GM in the league. The end.
That.
All right.
I would call that the monologue of the year. Definitely monologue of the year. Award worthy for sure. I think we might have to throw that in. Well done, Jimmy.
Happy to share.
Well done.
Hope no one got their feelings hurt.
I'm sure plenty of
I'm
people
just
did.
telling the truth.
But I think it was a fair take on everyone. I know Klug doesn't agree with. I think Andre Ellington being Bijan Robinson is fucking awesome. I think that is an awesome take, and I agree. Overrated Bijan Robinson.
We'll see. I think my favorite one is Marvin Harrison Jr. being private school Plexico Burris.
Yeah, I don't know. I still have faith in him. He's certainly going to go off this week against me. It's just the way things work. But no, I don't disagree. Private school Plexico Burris is kind of hilarious.
He's ugly. Don't forget that.
All right, Jimmy. Well, that was kind of mean, but we're moving on. We're going to talk about Week 9, the matchups. We'll get into our matchup of the week.
Who was our matchup of the week last week?
Last week, our matchup of the week was me versus Ryland, which actually turned out to be one of the worst matchups of the week. Both of our teams really
Shit the bed.
underperformed. I came out on top, but that was our matchup of the week. It was a terrible pick. Let's get through Week 9. We got Trevor going up against me. A pretty good matchup,
Yep.
if you ask me. I'm scared of Lamar Jackson. I'm scared of what weird, intricate way Trevor is going to manage to beat me with whatever random-ass player he's going to pick up off waivers. Can't wait for it. I got Trevor. I don't feel confident.
Yeah, I got Trevor. He's just not going to lose.
I've got a prediction. My fiance needs me. I have to go.
Really?
I do. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, let's just get to the matchup of the week.
Matchup of the week, we got Clint, undefeated, going up against really, really, really good Sam Camp. Jimmy, what do you think?
Yeah, as much shit as I talked about Sam, he's a fucking wagon. He's a monster. His team's loaded. Easy dub.
Like I said many episodes before, and I will continue to say it until he loses, I'm never not picking up against Clint. Clint, by 1 million.
I got Sam Camp by 1 million. He's got too many horses. Clint's lost a few players, including Stephon Diggs. I got Sam Camp by 1 million.
All right. Got a little bit of a wedding emergency. We don't know what's going on.
Hopefully everything's okay.
Behind the details, I think it was a streamer situation.
Yep.
Might have been the cake people, but Jimmy had to go. We lost him. We're going to keep on rolling, though. We got Rami versus Trey McBrandon. Give me Rami to ride this hot streak. I have no faith in Brandon's team. I think they're all going to come down with horrible injuries. The curse is real.
The curse is real. Rami by 1 million.
Rami by 1 million
Rami
as well.
continues rolling.
Already talked about the matchup of the week. Kyrie Henry. Shame on you, Sam Camp, for that team name. And then we got Bryce Smith going up against our missing Jimmy here. I'm glad Jimmy's not here because I got Bryce. I think Bryce is going to get over his just streak of devastating, debilitating losses and give it to Jimmy.
No, I think Bryce's stagnation as a trader in the league is going to hurt him. Give me Jimmy. He's being more active. The fantasy gods are going to reward that activity. Jimmy's
going to have a great weekend.
And it's wedding
he's
week.
Getting married, but it's not going to be
for
fantasy
sure.
football.
The stars are aligning for Jimmy in all fronts this weekend.
Tommy Labornza versus Marcus. We already know Marcus's thoughts. He thinks he's going to lose very badly to Tom. I agree.
Yeah,
I got Tom by 1 million.
I got Tom by 1 million. Like I said, his team is deep. His team is strong. Doesn't even matter if Jordan Love's playing or not. I think he's projected to win. It's all good. Give me Tom by 500,000 million.
And then we got Kyle Alexander going up against Sam Good. I'm going to dub this one the toilet bowl of the week. Give me... I can't pick Kyle. His team sucks. Give me Sam Good.
Yeah, give me Sam Good. Kyle's team sucks. I just played him. Not a lot of good stuff going on there. Austin Eckler sucks. Give me Sam Good by 1 million, unfortunately.
Sam Good by 1 million as well. And then we got Peen going up against DJ. DJ got a pretty good team, but I think Peen's got a better team. Give me Peen by 1 million.
Peen by 1 million. Brock Bowers is going to bounce back. Brian Robinson Jr. is going to bounce back. DeAndre Hopkins is going to be more comfortable in the offense. I think Peen rises from the ashes and kicks the shit out of him.
Week 9. We were just talking about Week 9 fantasy football. That's it. Hopefully it's a little bit more normalized as opposed to last week. Last week was weird. I was throwing my hat. I was losing my temper. My dad would be very disappointed.
It was theater, pure
in
theater.
My composure. I got nothing.
I got nothing.
We're gonna be celebrating our good friend Jimmy this weekend. Hopefully everything's all right on the wedding front.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it for me. We hope you interact, like, and subscribe with the Commissioner's Note podcast.
Give us a follow, will you?
We love doing what we're doing. It'd be great if you supported us with your stuff, with your follows, with your likes, and with your interactions.
Give us your stuff.
Hope I win this week. I hope you lose, Trevor.
Love you guys.
Oh my God.